Hello, everybody.
How's it going today?
Happy Sunday. We are on day 3 of Hoppin' Live and sharing a little bit about your listing visibility so that you can make more money in 2026. More money for your short-term rental, more money for your family, and also more confidence so that you're not flying blind this year, right? It is more competitive than ever in the short-term rental space, but we've got you.
Yes, because we can really diagnose when bookings are slow. We can diagnose why and then solve for it.
Absolutely.
So we're so excited. We have some of our team here too. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. But before we get started, we definitely want to invite you to our boot camp. It starts tomorrow. Hopefully everybody will be fired up after watching the Super Bowl tonight to be their best. Everyone, obviously the football players, they go to spring train. Is it spring training? Wait, no, that's baseball. They go to camp, all right? All professionals go to camp. You need to go to camp, right? Think about it. I know baseball players do spring training. I think collegiate football players do spring camp, but you need to do boot camp, all right? Let's just kind of think of that analogy right now. All professionals, whether they are top sports or CEOs, they all have coaches, consultants. They are always sharpening their skills. And that's why Sarah and I are offering the boot camp next week. It's a place for you to sharpen your skills for your business in hosting and specifically your pricing.
When is the last time you invested in your own education, in your business for you? I'm not talking about ordering new towels for your guest. I'm not talking about getting a new coffee maker for your guest. I am talking about investing in your brain so that your short-term rental can make as much money as possible without sacrificing those 5-star reviews. So we prepared a little training for you guys today. And so I am going to bring it up on the slide here and you guys can follow along. If you have any questions, we're in the chat. If you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, let us know and we will make sure that we answer your questions too as we move along.
Yeah, we want to know where you're tuning in from too.
Yes.
Let's have some interaction here because we're here to answer questions. Also, all right, why does Airbnb keep pushing your listing down and what you can do about it?
That's the thing. You can do something about it other than just
cross your fingers and panic price.
Yeah.
Drop your pricing. You think that Airbnb is pushing your listing down because the algorithm has changed, your market is saturated, but Airbnb isn't punishing you.
No.
It's a marketplace, all right? Airbnb's job is to show guests the listings most likely to get booked by that guest. Let's meet 3 common types of hosts, and we want to know if you see yourself in one of these hosts. We have host Annie. Her guests are happy. She gets all 5-star reviews, so why should she mess with what's working? Unfortunately, host Annie, though, she is a hobby host, and she is not tracking performance closely. Heck, she probably is not even tracking it at all. She's just waiting for that 5-star review after each day. She has pricing software, but she set it up and kind of left it after that and rarely ever touches it.
Let us know if that's you. Do you have pricing software, but you're never really in it? Put a 1 in the chat if you have pricing software, but you don't really do anything with it.
Shout out Find Your Repurpose. What's going on there on Instagram? We hope you're having a great Sunday.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Amy. Hi, Nathan. All right. Go ahead.
She relies on her gut memory or, worse, past experience. We're not living in the past here, past pricing. And if she's being honest, she doesn't really think of her short-term rental as a business. And I want to pause right there. This is the mindset shift we want all of you to make, especially inside the boot camp, is you running your short-term rental as a business. Hello, James Wagner from Tacoma. Let's go. Let us know if you're running your short-term rental like a business. But here's a consequence to being a hobby host. Over time, she is leaving money on the table. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars. And it's not because she does not care deeply about her property and her guests, but it's because without tracking data or treating it like a business, her good intentions quietly, reservation by reservation, cost her revenue and in the long-term wealth.
All right, let's move on and meet host Bob. His property is special, right? He believes his property is really unique. No one is like his, and he has priced his on what he thinks it's worth, okay? We call him overconfident Bob because he believes he's the exception to every rule. He refuses to use pricing tools because his place is just too unique to compare. There's just no way there's any place like his. He keeps his nightly rate high year round, even when demand drops. He doesn't think he has comps because no one has that view or no one has those details, right? He ignores data and he trusts his gut, believing the right guest will eventually pay top dollar, even if the calendar stays empty. Host Bob has a little bit of an ego, right?
It's costing him though.
Yes. That consequence is that occupancy for Host Bob stays low. He blames the market. He misses booking windows because his pricing is unrealistic. Revenue suffers even when demand is high. His ego blocks him from the clarity that comes with using data.
And then last but not least, we have host Carla, and she knows exactly what's working and why. She tracks her numbers, she has a plan, and she's building a business that gives her freedom financially and with her time. And here are some characteristics of Carla. She is making data-backed decisions. Her listings are built to get clicks that turn into bookings. And her business runs with intention and strategy. She knows what to adjust, when to adjust it, and why, so she's not leaving money on the table or panic pricing. So we want to know, which host do you most identify with right now? Host A, B, or C? Drop that in the chat. And Adventure A-Frame, I see that you just signed up with Price Labs last week. Hopefully you're coming to the boot camp, because we want to know, how long have you been hosting without a pricing software?
Yes.
Hello, how are you doing? We are doing wonderful. Thank you very much.
Barack, hello. Okay, so the difference between all of these hosts, these three hosts, host A, host B, and host C, it isn't effort. All it is strategy. All three hosts, they work hard, but only one of those hosts understands strategy connects to the booking journey. And that's what we're going to review with you today. All right.
The problem you're actually experiencing is this. When most hosts say, my listing is getting pushed down, this is what they're usually experiencing: lower visibility, fewer clicks, and fewer bookings. That's not a mystery. That is a funnel problem. And we are going to help you with this. Okay. There is one dashboard you need. Airbnb literally tells you what's happening. Use Airbnb's performance dashboard to monitor impressions, conversion rates, lead time, and views. I'm going to ask you, Monique, since you're host A, do you ever look at your performance dashboard? And Monique, I hope you're coming to the boot camp. We would love to see you in there. Here's the booking funnel. It starts with impressions, then first page impressions, clicks, and then that holy grail, getting booked. And your listing moves through this funnel: search, click, booking. All the time. It's exactly the same, and this doesn't matter what platform you're on, even your own direct booking site. So if Airbnb pushes you down, it's because your booking funnel is leaking. Sarah and I like to call that a strainer. You have a strainer, not a funnel.
So host A, here's how she approaches her booking funnel. All right. Host Annie, she's here for the vibes, not the data, right? She's quote unquote not a data person. She doesn't even know about Airbnb's performance dashboard. She doesn't realize her listing has dropped to page 11 and virtually it's not getting seen. Her hero photos, that main image, hasn't been updated for like 2 to 3 years. Her wish list saves and click-throughs have flatlined, but she wouldn't even know it because she doesn't look at the data. She assumes that bookings are slow because the market is slow.
Okay, we've got host B. Yes, Monique, please check out the QR code. I want you to be in the boot camp so we can move you from host A to C. And then James, we're going to get you to C, because messing with prices once in a while is not what a business owner is doing. They're being very strategic with their prices. Thanks for the honesty there. So here's what happens with the host B. He is reactive. He checks the analytics only when something feels off. And normally that is always too late. The bookings dip, he scrambles, and he is guessing. He'll check maybe impressions and views sometimes. He will look at the reviews for some clues and calendar settings and he'll check the calendar settings if bookings stall. So then he wants to just go in and tweak the title, or he drops the price. He thinks that's going to work. but he doesn't track these changes, so he will never actually know what worked for him.
But then we have host C, our strategic host, Carla. And she loves her spreadsheets. She loves the data. Host Carla has professionalized her operations and she runs her short-term rental like the business it is. She logs into her performance dashboard weekly and she knows her numbers cold. Here's what she tracks. She tracks first page impression rates and she aims for 50% or above. Her search to click and click to booking conversion, she also tracks that. And she also tracks her wish list activity and booking lead time. She runs A/B tests on her photos, pricing, and copy, and then she logs the results. That way she can make decisions. All right. So the metrics that Airbnb actually rewards are getting seen. So you want to, if your listing is visible, if guests like it, Airbnb is going to keep pushing it to the top of its algorithm. If potential guests keep clicking it, that means it's attractive. Airbnb likes that as well. Of course, if it gets booked, right, that you're persuading that person to actually book you. And if you're booked often, that booking velocity, that also tells the algorithm that Airbnb potential guests like that listing. So it's going to continue to reward it. And of course, if it keeps converting, right? If you're available when guests are searching, if the price is right, if all those things are working together and people are moving through your booking funnel like they should, Airbnb is going to reward you for that. That's it. There are no hacks, you guys. I don't care what anyone else tells you. All right, you want to go through the metrics with them?
Metric number 1 is visibility. The first page search impression rate. This is the percentage of times your listing appears on page 1 for searches that match your availability. Please keep that keyword in mind, availability. Everybody check your calendars. You want to aim for 50% or above. Again, if your first page impressions are down, we want you to try these fixes. Make sure your filters are up to date. Make sure your availability is up to date. And even if you think it's up to date, please double check it. We see hosts all the time that their calendars are not what they thought. And then, is your pricing competitive?
I'm going to have you click the slides in it. We have some questions here.
Yeah, no worries. And do you need to improve your reviews? This is where you need to take a dose of honest shot of medicine there. Do we need to improve your reviews? And then metric number 2 is attractiveness. So 1 was visibility. Now we're at attractiveness. Search to listing conversion rates. This is how often someone clicks your listing after it shows up in search. The typical range is 8% to 20%. Your first impression is your cover photo, your title, your price, your reviews, and the coveted badges. If search to listing conversion is down, here's what we want you to try. Test different hero images. Is your pricing competitive? Again, are you a superhost or guest favorite? Metric number 3, persuasiveness. Yes, you are in sales, everyone. Listing to booking conversion. Aim for 2.5 to 4%. Again, 2.5 to 4%. You'll see how these metrics are dropping, correct, as we're thinning down the funnel. Oops. If you are above 5%, you might be doing amazing, or you might be priced too low. Metric number 4, big picture. Overall conversion rates. Search, click, booking. Aim for 0.25% to 0.5%. Top listings exceed 1%. You guys see what that steep decline is. It's okay. That's healthy. We've got to have a lot of people seeing us. We're going to narrow it down the funnel. Example, 1,000 people see your listing. We get 100 clicks. We get 5 bookings. That is healthy. And there are a lot of factors that make a listing successful on Airbnb, but pricing is consistently the through line. It influences whether you're shown, whether you're clicked, and whether you're booked. The pricing trap that pushes you down. When bookings are slow, most hosts fall into 1 or 2 of these camps. Host A will just panic and drop the prices fast, and she makes less than everyone else in her market and also attracts the wrong guest. Or host B, who holds firm at a price they feel the property is worth, they lose momentum, visibility, and great fit guests. Let us know how you show up when you feel like your bookings are slow. Are you panic pricing? Are you just not even paying attention. Maybe even you go higher and you stay with the price like host B. Let us know if you're a host A or host B. And neither of these approaches, unfortunately, are strategic. And neither creates consistency. And that is what Airbnb actually rewards.
So we've got strategic host Carla here, right? So it's simple, right? But not necessarily easy. So host C does this. She tracks her funnel weekly. She fixes the weakest metric first, and she tests it. Okay. We actually had a question in the chat about that from who is that from? Cambridge Desert Properties. If you're changing things too fast, and if you're changing two things at the same time, you're not going to know what's actually going to move the needle on your property. All right. So you've got to change usually one thing at a time, and you have to give it enough time to test it to see if that's actually going to move the needle or not. And then you need to log what changed. And then, of course, what happened? Did you get more first page impressions? Did you get more clicks? What happened with that change? Our goal at Thanks for Visiting is to empower hosts like you to be more like host C. We want you to price intentionally. Let data, not emotion, lead your decisions. It'll actually bring a lot more calm to your life and to your business, and to follow a simple pricing plan so you don't feel overwhelmed by all the moving parts. Use a simple system to track, adjust, test, and then you repeat it. This is never ending. You signed up to run a business as a host. You are a small business owner, and you're just going to have to embrace it.
And if you do not have a strategic pricing plan and want a strong booking funnel and get more bookings in 2026, you are in luck, because our Priced and Profitable Bootcamp starts tomorrow. You are showing up here live. Please show up to the bootcamp. Go to thanksforvisiting.com/bootcamp, or you can just scan the QR code. If you're on YouTube, we have tickets available there. Here's what we want to do. Join us. We are going to be, this was like a little teeny tiny snippet. You guys are going to have the whole buffet. This was just an appetizer. We want to go deep with you on your listing. We really want 2026 to be a game changer for you. When is the last time that you've invested in yourself, in your business? Sarah said at the beginning of the live stream, we love investing in real estate, but we truly believe that there is no better investment than in your brain. That is the asset that is going to continue to help you build wealth. And so when you are learning these skills in bootcamp, it is going to help you with every reservation, every month, every quarter, every year. And we want to be the people that are helping you tomorrow, like less than 24 hours. Go watch the Super Bowl and then meet us tomorrow in the bootcamp.
I mean, honestly, by this time tomorrow, you will have even more clarity in your hosting business to help you make more money, make decisions calmly, and build that true wealth for your family. So make that decision right now to invest in yourself. Scan that QR code or go to thanksforvisiting.com/bootcamp. Secure your seat right now. We get started tomorrow. It is a 4-day live experience with Annette and myself. So if you follow us on Instagram, if you hang out with us on YouTube or our podcast, that's awesome. But it is nothing like being with us live. And we're bringing our revenue management expert onto our bootcamp next week as an extra special treat for you, so that you can understand what it is actually like to make strategic decisions and to see how much money is possible for you in 2026.
We have something even more exciting, is we have a VIP option. Again, when is the last time you did something amazing for yourself? Get in the room, not only with Sarah and myself, 7-figure earners, but other 6-figure, 7-figure hosts. You can be in the room with them. You can be asking questions. You can hear the type of questions that they are asking. Hosting is lonely. We are going to eradicate that this week. You are going to be around other top level hosts. I think they're the people that are watching YouTube, listening to our podcast. You can connect with them. You can connect with Sarah, myself. We will even be bringing you on to answer any of your questions. You can screen share with us in the VIP room. You can show us your listing. We can take a look at it. We want to see your price labs. We want to see behind the scenes and see if we can diagnose what's going on there. Yes, Amy, we cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Okay. And I love, Amy, you're saying your pricing was working and you found out how to see what others were booking at around me, and it was for more. Yes, that's what we're going to show you. One of the things that we're going to deep dive. We love when we're seeing behind the scenes of your price labs and that VIP is your comp set accurate? We find a lot of hosts, you really aren't comparing yourself to someone that is truly should be in your competitive set. So Amy, we're so glad that you did that for yourself. If anybody has any questions about bootcamp, about upgrading to VIP, now is the time, because tomorrow we go all in with our boot campers and we won't be showing up live on YouTube next week. So ask your questions here if you have any. Do we have any over on Instagram at all, Sarah?
So see, Nikki girl, go ahead, and we have emailed everyone out. So once you join bootcamp, you will receive an email immediately. And if you search for the brackets and then bootcamp, it could have gone to your promotions, it could have gone to spam by accident. So if you signed up for the bootcamp, make sure you check those areas, but you're always welcome to email customer service, hi@thanksforvisiting.com, and we'll help you there as well. We also have a chat that is live on our bootcamp page, and our team is there willing to help you too.
Do we have our schedule on here? Are there more slides?
Yep, there's more slides. Yep.
Let's do it.
We don't want you to take our word for it though, right? We have a lot of hosts who've gone through our boot camps who continue to see results, like Sarah here.
Actually, I'm going to brag about Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah's awesome.
Sarah Tremaine came to us about a year ago, and her goal was $50,000 on her property. I'm here to say her goal for 2026 is over 100,000. She is in there. She is tracking. She is changing the game. Sarah Tremaine showed up. She invested. She did the work. Super, super proud of her and her property. And I can share, Sarah Tremaine actually does this with her primary residence too, which I think is really, really cool. And she's actually just broke ground on her second property. Is it Block Island, I believe, or Fire Island?
I don't know.
I need to get that down. All right. These are just some other things of people that are in the chat. Like these are the people that you will be seeing too. Other hosts from across the country. Okay. They loved our boot camp. We broke down the concepts in simple ways, and they are easy to grasp fundamentals. That's what Sarah and I want to do. We want to take the complicated and make it simple to where you're excited to track your data. Oh, I can't read that because it's
I
so
got
small.
you. So this is from Joanna, and she says she's seriously loving the Priced and Profitable Bootcamp trainings. The presentation design, she says, chef's kiss. And the Annie, Bob, and Carla host A, B, and C is pure brilliance. As a proud card-carrying TFE nerd, I've re-listened to the podcast episodes and rewatched lots of calls that, in our coaching program a gazillion times. And she's had so many lessons before, but this format of our boot camp, it was music to her brain. She's officially leveled up. The visuals, the clear anchoring to host A, B, and C, it's really helped her understand those core behaviors so that she could see herself in host A and host B and strive to become host C. So I love it. She says, turns out she was just skimming the surface. Now light bulb on. So if you want your light bulb to turn on and to make sure that you are pricing your property so that you can make more money in 2026, you've got to show up to boot camp. It starts tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. And really quick, we're just going to go through, we're visual. So we want to show you what the calendar looks like. Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we are going to be live at 12 inside the boot camp for people that have purchased a ticket. And then right after that 1 hour of training, we are going to go right into a VIP only room and do live Q&A. Okay. So again, 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. And then for the VIPs, we are going to see you every single day next week. And the replays, the good news is if you're like me, I like to watch something and then rewatch it. You are going to have the replays available until February 23rd. So we want you to sit back, watch the first training. We do have workbooks. And then after hours, sit down, rewatch it. That's where you really we want you to put pencil to paper and really start to understand the metrics, understand your funnel.
Yes. All right.
Ooh, all right. So again, go to thanksforvisiting.com/bootcamp. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. And the next day.
All next week.
We really do love being able to connect with you. We love being able to have the mindset shift where you can see the possibility in your property. Don't let next week go to waste. Let's take action and make it that game changer for your business. And please, yes, join us in VIP. Sarah and I, we do so much online and we don't get to see you. We want to see your faces. We get to see you, get to see your properties. And then even the following week, we still are going to have some trainings with me on clarity huddles, mindset work. After you do all the deep work on your pricing, we have some more work that we have to do on your mindset of being prepared to shift your pricing, because we know a lot of you are leaving a lot of money on the table. Yes, Monique, we are very excited. We will see you
Love to see you, Monique.
tomorrow. All right.
Any other questions that you have about next week, about your pricing, about what this training can do for you? Put a 1 in the chat if you've made a financial goal for 2026. Let us know if you've made financial goals for your short-term rental business in 2026. We see so many of you hosts.
That's a good thing. We forgot to tell them. There's a Facebook group too.
Yeah.
You can join the Facebook group right now. We're actually going to go live over in our Facebook group next. But Amy's got her goal, which I love that. We want you to share that. But yeah, we forgot to share that. You will have that Facebook group to meet other hosts again, connect with them, and really make some true connections. For those of you that don't know, Sarah and I met at a city council meeting, but it was us putting ourselves around other hosts. You need to get in the room with other hosts.
Yes. All right. Any other questions? If not, we will see you at boot camp starting tomorrow.
Amy, Monique, we cannot wait to meet you. All right, you guys, have fun today. We'll talk to you later.
Instagram. Bye. Thank you, YouTube. See you guys soon.